Your toddler scrapes a knee at the park. They look up, scanning the crowd, and the very first thing they do, before the crying, before anything, is look for you. That tiny glance holds one of the most studied ideas in child psychology. By the end of these few minutes, you'll understand the 4 attachment styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. You'll know how they quietly form in the early years and the small doable things you can do to help your child feel safe. No guilt, no perfection required, just understanding. Attachment theory began with a researcher named John Bowlby and was deepened by Mary Ainsworth in the 1970s. The idea is simple but powerful. Babies are born wired to seek closeness with a caregiver because closeness once meant survival. Over thousands of small moments, being fed when hungry, soothed when scared, smiled at when happy, your child builds an inner expectation. An expectation that says, when I reach out, someone reaches back. Ainsworth studied this with a famous experiment called the strange situation, watching how babies reacted when a parent left the room and returned. What she saw shaped how we understand bonding to this day. So let's meet the 4 styles. A securely attached child uses the parent as a safe base. They explore the room, glance back to check you're there, get upset when you leave, and are comforted when you return. This is the most common pattern, and it grows from caregiving that's warm and reasonably consistent. Notice I said reasonably, not perfectly. An anxious or ambivalent child tends to be clingy and harder to soothe. They may be too distressed to explore, almost watching the parent instead of the world. This can develop when responses feel unpredictable, loving one moment, distant the next. An avoidant child often appears unbothered when the parent leaves and may not seek comfort on return. But here's the surprising part. Studies measuring their heart rate show they're actually quite stressed inside. They've simply learned to handle it alone. The 4th, disorganized attachment, looks like a mix of seeking and avoiding at the same time and is most often linked to caregiving that feels frightening or chaotic. If that one worries you, please be gentle with yourself and reach out to a professional. That's exactly what support is for. Here's the part that matters most. Attachment isn't about being a flawless parent. Researchers found that responding sensitively only about a third of the time can still build a secure bond. What counts is repair. Coming back after a hard moment, reconnecting after you snap, saying, I'm sorry, I'm here. So how do you nurture security? First, respond to distress. When your baby cries and you come, you are not spoiling them. You are teaching them the world is reliable. Second, be a safe base. Let your child explore and be the calm harbor they return to. Third, name feelings. Saying you're sad we had to leave the park tells your child their inner world makes sense. And fourth, repair ruptures. Every parent loses patience. The magic is in the reconnection afterward. That's the real lesson your child absorbs. Let's bring it together. Attachment is the inner expectation your child forms about closeness. There are 4 styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. And you don't need perfection to raise a securely attached child. You need warmth, responsiveness, and a willingness to repair. Remember, every child is different, and a single behavior on a single day doesn't define them. If something genuinely concerns you, your pediatrician is a wonderful place to start. I'd love to hear from you. What's one small moment of repair you've had with your child this week? Tell me in the comments. Your story might be exactly what another tired parent needs to read tonight. If this helped you feel a little more grounded, give it a like and subscribe so we can keep learning together. And next time, we'll dig into why toddler tantrums happen and what's really going on inside that big feeling little brain.